As a young musician, I was a bass fiddle player myself, and in the early to mid '70s, there wasn't a whole lot of music around that featured the upright bass. So I found myself looking at other types of music, and I was drawn to Western swing music in particular. And there were three big bands. There's the Bob Wills and the Texas Playboys, Milton Brown and his musical Brownies, which I always thought that was a pretty corny name even for the '30s. But and then there was a guy named Spade Cooley out in California, and he did a lot of cowboy movies with guys like Roy Rogers and Ronald Reagan. Spade was a real jovial violin player and really well-known guy around town in Hollywood. But he was most famous for, at least what I had heard, was that he did his last gig and he walked off stage and he fell over dead. And I did a little reading about him, and it turned out there was a lot more to the story, and he had kind of a dark side too. But the coolest thing that happened to me regarding this song was I played it at the Comet one night, and I got off stage, and a lady came up to me and told me that her great-uncle had played in Spade Cooley's band, and she told me that I got all the details right, which made me feel pretty good. So anyway, this is called The Day Spade Cooley Died. Locked up in 1961, waiting for parole. In 1969, they let him out to do a show. Hendrix, Joplin, Morrison, they all were still alive. And it made all the headlines the day Spade Cooley died. Spade Cooley in the '40s, he had a swinging Western sound. He partied hard and he shared the charts with Bob Wills and Milton Brown. They loved him out in Hollywood. His life was wild and high. And that's what they remembered the day Spade Cooley died. Now when Spade was sober, he could charm every lady in the crowd. But when Spade was drunk, he wasn't charming. He was obnoxious, mean and loud. And he said he had to beat his woman just to feel satisfied. And I wonder if they thought of her the day Spade Cooley died. The fiddles and the saxophones played the drunken, jealous nights. The whiskey filled some men with fun. It just made Spade want to fight. He got drunk and fired his band. He got drunk, killed his wife. And it made all the headlines the day Spade Cooley died. Locked up in 1961, waiting for parole. In 1969, they let him out to do a show. He took his bows, he walked off stage. Something broke inside, and all his sins caught up with him the day Spade Cooley died. He took his bows, he walked off stage. Something broke inside. All his sins caught up with him the day Spade Cooley died. Thank you. Thank you so much, you guys. So quiet in here.